Okay, so let's say now you want to swap two values. So that's like really simple. So you just create one value, x equals to 5 and y equals to 10, and you just want to like you want to swap the value. You want to create another variable called temp, and you're going to put the value of x inside temp, and then you're going to put the value of y inside x, and you just like put the value of temp inside y again. So this is like 3 lines of really easy code for swapping. Now if I want to like print the numbers, so print x and y, and run the code, and it's swapped. So x is 10 and y is 5, so it's been swapped. Now there are other ways to do this. I'm just gonna show you in a minute. Okay, so another way to do this is just like instead of writing like these 3 lines of code, you can write like 1 line of code in Python. It's super easy. So x and y equals y and x. Okay, this will basically swap the values. So just 1 line of code, you get the same answer, saves time, saves like a lot of headache as well. Now there are other ways to do this. So like if you wanted to use like addition and subtraction, you just do like x equals x plus y, and y is gonna be equals x minus y. Okay, I'm not really like trying to make the code look good. So it's just gonna like x equals x minus y. So it's just gonna do the same thing. You just use like addition and subtraction to swap the variables. Okay, now like if you want to use like multiplication and division, you're just gonna like do the same thing. So like instead of this thing, you just like you just change the pluses and minuses. So plus will be multiplication and minus will be division. Okay, so like really easy way to swap values. It's gonna be like the same answer. Another way to do this is by using Xor swaps. So instead of like using multiplications, divisions, plus minus, you just use a power sign, or like I don't know what this is called. This is like to the power sign, and this will basically do the same thing. It will swap the values. Okay, so that's swapping values, swapping variables. Now let's say you wanted to like generate a random number. So for this you're going to call a library, it's called random. So import random, and like that's basically it. You just use the print random dot rand int, and you just assign a variable like range of variables. So let's say from 0 to 10, and like save this, and if you run the code now, it's just going to basically generate a random variable from 0 to 10. If you want, you can just add variables, like you can add variables inside the random. So like it's going to be like a and b, and you can just like take inputs from the user on which what kind of numbers you want, or what kind of range of numbers you want. So that's how you basically do a random. Now if I was to like make like a bunch of random variables, it just is like a for loop. So for x in range 5, and you just use like put this inside the for loop, and here instead of random int, it just 0 to 9, and I just make like for loops. So like yeah, this is basically you generate random variables multiple times. So like really easy way to like generate a lot of numbers at once. You can do like 5, 10, whatever, like depends on you, whatever you want. This is like a really easy way to like generate random numbers. So that's random numbers.